big crowd. This is a very big crowd. Look at all those cameras over there. Can you show the crowd? You know? Can you show this crowd? And also, hello, Reading. We know it well. We know it well. 3 days from now, we are going to win the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and we are going to win 4 more great years in the White House. They know that when you get thrown out of the military and you have no job for a long time, and then your father becomes vice president, and then you get $183,000, right? $183,000 to sit on a board, probably never went to a board meeting, and supposedly $3 million up front, and then the mayor of Moscow's wife gives you a check for $3.5 million, and then you go on Air Force Two and you go to a very nice place known as China. They should have never, ever done what they did. They should have never done. We just signed a great trade deal, and the ink wasn't dry, and the plague came in. They could have stopped it. But they go to China. Father and son goes to China, and he walks out with $1.5 billion to manage, which is millions of dollars a year. And then he goes to the big play, $10 million a year. You saw that one? He wants $10 million a year. This is a guy who didn't have a job a year before. Goes to China. We want $10 million a year for introductory. In other words, he'll introduce people to his father. And then you see his father, the big guy, they call him. He's not a big guy. He's not a big guy. Boom, boom. He's not a big guy. Go. Do you remember like a year and a half ago, he said, I'd like to take him to the back of the barn. Well, Iowa, Nebraska, they'll remember. I gave them 28 billion with a B, farmers and ranchers, because they were targeted by China, because China thought they could use the farmers to get the deal that they want, because I said, I'm not going to let you rip off the United States. You've done it long enough. For years and years, and I'm not just talking about Obama, I'm talking about other presidents too. They allowed this to happen. So we gave our farmers 28 billion, that's not bad, all from China. I said, please write a letter, say thank you very much, President Xi. A recent Gallup poll found that 56% of Americans say they are better off today than they were 4 years ago under... Think of that. And that's during, we're rounding the turn. They hate when I say it. You know, we're coming up with the vaccines. The therapeutics are incredible. Here I am. I mean, you know. I'm sure I would have been here without the therapeutic, because as you can see, I'm in perfect physical shape. And I'm extremely young. So I'm young and I'm a perfect physical specimen. Oh, okay. No, so I'm sure I could have beat it without, but something happened when I took that sucker and it was gone. It was gone. I woke up the next morning and I ripped off my shirt. I said, doctor, let me the hell out of here. Deals we were making with countries, both ally and foe, and our allies in many ways treated us worse than the foe, okay? We were treated horribly on trade, and we were treated horribly on the military. We had to pay for their military. By the way, those days have ended very substantially, you know, very, very substantially. Biden was a cheerleader for NAFTA, one of the worst trade deals ever made, maybe the worst, and China's entry into the World Trade Organization. That's where China was flatlined for years and years, and then they went up like a rocket ship. You know, they're considered a developing nation. As a developing nation, they get a much better deal than we do. I said, China's not a developing nation, or you can let them be, then we're a developing nation also. When you think of it, we are a developing nation. And then we won $7.5 billion recently. We hadn't won anything because the judges within the World Trade, the judges treated us with disrespect. But with me, they respected, because I'll say, we'll pull the hell out of there. We'll pull out. And we won $7.5 billion. All of a sudden, we're winning cases. I wish our Supreme Court treated us as well, frankly. That was some decision that was made, right? Let's not listen to the decision, this most important election in the history of our country, November 3rd. Let's not wait November 3rd. Let's extend the date. Let's give people more time to put in ballots, right? Why can't they put their ballots in earlier so you have plenty of time and so we can have a decision on November 3rd, the evening of November 3rd? And you know what's going to happen? Especially with Pennsylvania. A man was on television yesterday. We allow 5 points for cheating, he said, in Pennsylvania, right? Think of that. One of the best pollsters in the country, the one who got it right 4 years ago. He said, Trump's going to win Pennsylvania, but you have to allow 5 points for cheating. You know when the cheating is going to take place? From the 3rd to whatever the date is that they gave. No, that's very disappointing. That was a very political decision, I have to say. They have not treated me well. Pennsylvania lost half of its manufacturing jobs to these calamities of Sleepy Joe Biden. How do you like his new sunglasses? You like them? That's so you don't see the bad surgery on the eyes. No, they're terrible. Those sunglasses, they got to get a little, if you're going to use that kind, what are they, aviation, right? He's got to go at least 1 or 2 sizes larger that don't look good. I don't like that. I don't, he's got the silver deal going, the whole deal. And he's very angry, right? You never notice? You know what? The word is a different word. It's agitated. You know why he's agitated, right? Because he's got a problem. We've got a... And you just hope he can keep it going, but it's not going to go much longer. That's why Crazy Nancy was trying to get the 25th Amendment, so if he ever got in, we get him out. Everyone walking out, the exit polls, they'd walk out. Who are you voting for? None of your business. Everybody that said none of your business, they were Trump voters. Remember at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, they said, Trump lost. Well, they forgot to say, you know, they're the largest numbers of, it's called something else, but I'm trying to be nice because there's so many young people here. It's not none of your business. It's a much better word. It's 2 words that they say. But all those votes were votes for me. So they don't count them. So they said, oh, it looks like it's going to be a rough time for Trump. And they were happy as hell. And then the votes came in. That was a brutal evening for a lot of anchors that were crying. I don't know how this could have happened. Yes, I'm an impartial anchor. I'm an impartial anchor. How did this happen? The tears are pouring. At every turn, Biden twisted his knife into the backs of Pennsylvania workers. While Biden was giving China your jobs, his family was raking in millions of dollars from China. Millions and millions of dollars. If Biden wins, China wins. If Biden wins, China will own the U.S. Just remember that. And with me, it went just the opposite. I will tell you one thing. I could name many countries that would like me to lose. You know, they said that in Germany, and I have a heritage with Germany. I mean, they should like me, but they like Obama much better. They should like Obama. There's no way they can like me. I said, pay up. They don't pay they're delinquent in NATO. They owe us billions and billions of dollars. Obama never said pay up. I said, you got to pay up, otherwise we have to take our troops out. And then I hear that they like him better. Well, they should. You know what? If they ever like me better, I'm not doing my job, okay? When we win, America wins, and we're going to have winning like you've never seen before. In 2016, Pennsylvania voted to fire this corrupt political establishment, and you elected an outsider as president who is finally putting America first. Is that okay, Pennsylvania? I'm not just running against Sleepy Joe Biden. I'm running against the left-wing media, the big tech giants, these people back here, and the Washington swamp. I'm also running against some rhinos. We still got some of them left. They're on mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. They're just about gone, but you don't want them to come back. The rhinos are worse than the angry sicko Democrats, the ones that have gone off the ledge. But you can save your country by voting in record numbers on Tuesday. You got to get out and vote. Look, again, it's the most important election. You got to get out and vote. The great red wave we talk about, right? Great red wave. And you can send a message that they will never forget. This election is a choice between a Biden depression, that's what you're going to have, or a Trump super boom. You're going to boom. You're going to boom. We were there. And even now, look, through all of this, your 401ks, they had a little hiccup because, look, they think if you had a chance, it's a disaster. You watch. We're going to win. First, you know the job we've done? You are so lucky that I'm your president. So lucky. You are so lucky that we took this journey together, this beautiful journey together. You are so lucky. Pennsylvania, you are so lucky. You better get out and vote on Tuesday. Get out and vote. I had an easy life before I did this. But you know what? I would never change it because we have done more in the first 3.5 years than any administration has ever done for our military, for so many different things. But I appreciate it. But you know, that's a chant. Nobody's ever heard that chant. Even these characters back there, there are a lot of them back there. But that's a chant nobody's ever heard. We love you. We love you. I mean, two guys are back there. They look like they're from the UFC, and they're crying when they're saying it. They haven't cried in 20 years. They haven't cried since they were a baby. Then maybe didn't even cry then, but they were crying. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. Together, we are taking back our country. We are returning power to you, the American people. With your help, your devotion, and your drive, we are going to keep on working. We are going to keep on fighting. And we are going to keep on winning, winning,